Hello, today we are going to study about the LC function. Now this is your LC function. Now suppose if you want to calculate the ZS, the impedance of this one, it means your real part must be 0 because there is no resistance in this one, so real part must be 0. Now if I express Fs as m1 plus n1 by m2 plus n2, this m for even part and this is for odd part, and this one for numerator subscript, and this is for again even part and this is for odd part. The function can be broken in this manner. Now when real part of Fs equal to 0, why it is 0? It is 0 because we are reading LC network. In LC network the real part will be 0. Now if real part is 0 means the term like m1 m2 minus n1 n2 must be 0. If this is be 0, it means either m1 has to be 0 and n2 has to be 0, this combination must be there, or m2 is equal to 0 or n1 equal to 0, then only this function will be 0. It means these two possibilities are there. It means that we can have a function f of s of LC network. F of s of LC network can be of form of n1 by m2 or m1 by n2, because either this combination is possible, so we will take n1 by m2, or either this combination is possible, so we will be taking n1 by m2 or m1 by n2. This subscript tells about the numerator and denominator. That's why we have taken n1 by m2 and m1 by n2. So this is, we came to conclusion that we must have a n1 by m2, and this will be your odd function. So from here we got to know that it will be form of odd by even or even by odd, means total function will be your odd function. And moreover the numerator as well as denominator must be Hurwitz, because we are taking the Hurwitz form only. Taking another sheet, when Fs is n1 by m2, it means they are PR of positive real function, and when they are PR of, it means Hurwitz, and when they are Hurwitz means pole, when it is PR of function, then what does it mean? Poles and 0 must lie on j omega axis, and that to be simple pole, because this all condition we are taking from positive real function. When the function is positive real function, then from that only we have taken the LC function should be of kind of n1 by m2, and if it is positive real function, and so the poles and 0 means the zeros or the poles must lie on j omega axis, and the poles and 0 do not lie alone. Poles and 0 do not lie. Poles and 0 cannot occur singly, it must occur in pair, because the poles poles and 0 will occur in pair, it cannot occur in single pole, or 0 is not possible on the j omega axis. So here we came to know the LC function must have pole and 0 on omega axis, or as jx axis means at origin only. S axis, that is on j omega axis, we must have the poles and zeros. Now the Fs is of ns by ds form, and it must be the difference between the degree must be 1. It cannot be of same degree. When there is a difference in the degree, then there must be a pole or zero at infinity, or pole and zero at s is equal to 0. So these are conditions that is being fulfilled by the fact that difference of the degree must be 1. Either if the degree of numerator is greater than 1, suppose s factor is there, it means we have 0 at infinity, and if the denominator degree is more, means we have pole at infinity. So these are the realization that we have made, that from the PRF function to be SC function. If PRF function is SC function, then what are the conditions that we have then? We have seen that poles and zero must lie on the j omega axis, and it must be orbits. Now going further, now writing Fs function. Now Fs, if I write Fs function, if it's m1 by n2 form, then this is your even polynomial and this is your odd polynomial. And when I have told that this lie on the zeros will be lying on the j omega axis, then and the pole will be lying on j omega. Pole will be also lying on the j omega axis. Now if m1 is even term only, then what will be our polynomial? Then m1 will be a0 a2 s square plus a4 s4 and a8 s8. Moreover, see, these all are the even term, and we cannot have any missing term. If there is any missing term in the circuit, it will, suppose a4 is missing, it will represent that the zeros have, if a4 is 0, means zeros are lying on right hand side of s axis, or it is not lying on j omega axis. So this is m1 will be this kind, and n2, this is your even polynomial, and it will be of b1 of s, b3 of s cube, and b5 of s5. So this is your odd polynomial. Here also no term should be missing. If it is missing, then you consider that the poles are not lying on the j omega axis. That can be shown by a simple example also. Now this type of equation can have a form of s square omega I square. Means if you multiply, suppose s square omega 1 square plus s square plus omega 2 square, then this type of multiplication will only feed you a numerator function, and suppose this denominator function, this will be also this kind of nature only, s square plus omega I square, and if you multiply by s, it is going to give you odd value. So we can sum up this function, this fs, this one m1 by n2 can be written as k, this constant k s square omega 1 square and s2 omega 3 square as s square omega 2 square s square omega 4 square. See, this is your odd term, sorry, this is your even term omega, this is your even term, and this is your odd term because it has been multiplied by s. See, here we are saying m1 is even term and n2 is odd term. Now if you multiply by s the even term, it will give you odd term, and if you simplify this function, it is going to be of this kind of nature. It is going to be of this kind of nature, and if you multiply this function, it is going to be a even kind of this function. Now proceeding from this equation, now let me write in another sheet. Now f as equal to k s1 s square omega 1 square s square omega, it was s square omega 2 square s square omega 4 square by s square omega 3 square and s square omega 5 square. Or it can be written in the form of, this one was n1 m1 by n2, then it can be written as the another form. What was the another form? It was nothing but n1 by m2. Means if you write in n1 means first term will be odd and second term will be even, then it can be written in as a k s1 s square omega 1 square k s square omega 3 square. This I have taken just to represent the odd, and this will be your even. When I multiply s with the odd, it is going to give me even s square omega 2 square s square omega 4 square. So this is your term we got. Now if you do the partial fraction of this circuit, this function partial fraction, then what you are going to get? K naught by s k2 by s s square plus omega 2 square k4 s square omega 4 square. Now k2 and kt and k naught, that can be found out by the partial fraction. Now I am not interested in doing the partial fraction. You must have learned in the signal classes. So k naught, k2 and k4 will be your partial fraction. Now I can write this as a, and your k infinity s. Now this can be written in the k naught as I is equal to 1 to n ki s by s square omega I square plus k infinity s. This represent the 0 at infinity, this represent the pole at 0, and this is the middle term. Now this is your zs function. Now if I put s is equal to j omega here, z of j omega, then this will become minus j k naught s plus I is equal to 1 to n k I s k I j omega omega I square minus omega square plus j k infinity omega. So this is the function that we have got. Now this j omega, now it can be written as j x of omega. If I take j of j omega, can be written j of x omega. If I take j out, then your function in x omega will be, in function of x omega will be, if I take j out, will be k naught by omega minus k naught by omega plus ki omega by omega I square minus omega I square plus k infinity omega. Now if I differentiate this function d by d omega x omega, then what we are going to get? K naught by omega square summation ki omega square plus omega whole square by omega square minus omega square whole square here, and k infinity, the omega will be out. Now if you see this function, if you want to give it sign, this is your positive, this will be your positive, this will be your positive because of PRF function. This is a positive real function. It means t by d omega of x omega is always greater than, it is greater than 0, means its slope is 0. Now if I make the graph between x omega and omega, and if I take this function, suppose I am taking this function, this is your function, because this is your differential, I am taking this function ki by omega I minus omega square. Now at omega I, this function blows up. Now I am taking this as a omega I. Now we are going to study the at omega I, at omega is equal to omega I. If I take omega is equal to omega I, then this function will be infinity. Now let me draw the infinity. Now if omega is less than omega I, then function, if omega, this is omega, if omega is less than omega I, the function is positive. See, if omega is less than omega I, the function will be positive, means it will be of this kind, because at omega I this will be infinity and it is in positive, means upper half it will be there. And if omega is lesser than omega I, see, omega is greater than omega I. Now the second, omega is greater than omega I, the function ki by omega I minus omega square, it is going to be less negative, means it will start from negative infinity and it is going to come to 0. So this kind of function will be here we will be getting. Now if you plot this whole curve, now suppose if you want to plot this function, then if I plot this function purely, then how to plot this function? Now this function, I am with the first case I am taking the pose at infinity and pose at 0. There can be three cases: pose at here 0, pose at 0 and pose at infinity, 0 at here and 0 at infinity, pose and 0 intermixed. But I am taking one case, pose infinity and pose at 0. Now we are making a graph at x of omega with omega. Now taking pose at 0 here and pose at infinity. This is your infinity point and this is your 0 point. Now we know then how to plot the graph. We know that at pose it will be infinity, so it is coming, will be coming from here, and it is, if second pole is here, suppose it is second pole is here, it will be going to second pole. A function will be, because at pose the function will blows up, so at pole it is infinity. See, at pole it is infinity. Now in going from minus infinity to infinity, there will be, must be a 0, because this is your 0 and here the function is 0, this is will be your 0. Now if I take another pole over here, then from where the function will start? From here, minus infinity to, it is going to go to plus infinity, and here also it will be cutting to 0, because from one pole to another pole it is cutting a real axis and it must be 0. And now we came to see that from this we came to know that ZS function, which was PRF function, or exactly calling SC function, have a pose on j omega axis, and that too it must alternate, pose and 0, it must pose and 0, let me write a pose and 0 must be on j omega axis, and these must alternate. So lastly we came to conclusion that for LC function the pose and 0 must be on j omega axis. And second point, it must alternate. Now if it must alternate, now let me check some function. K as s square plus 4 by s square plus 1 s square plus 3. Now is it a LC function? Can we say, if you see the pose and 0 mapping, pose as plus minus j2, 0 as plus minus j2, let me, it is 0 as plus minus j2, but pose is 1 and 3, 1 and 3, see 1. Now let me draw it. It is said if you take the pose, it will be at, now taking, it is at 1 and 3, this is consecutive and it is not alternating. If I take real pole and 0, the 0 will be plus j2 and here minus j2, and if I take the pose of this one, it will be plus j1 and it will be a plus j1, this pole, and if you take another pole, it will be on plus j root 3 and it will be on plus j root 3. See, two poles are not same, means it is coming, there is no 0 in between, so this is not your LC function. Now let me take another function, k s square plus 1 s square plus 9 s square plus 2 and s square plus. Is it your LC function? Here if you see the poles and 0 are alternating, here 0 then pole, then again 0 then pole, then what we will say, it is a LC function. No, why? Because it is a even function. Now the criteria that we have added, it must be even odd function. This we got from real part of fs must be greater than 0. So this is now checking third function, s5 4s3 5s by 3s4 plus 6x square. Now here is it, now we cannot see where it is pole or 0. Now first what we will check, Hurwitz. Now when you will check this Hurwitz polynomial, this is not a Hurwitz. When this ns or ds is not Hurwitz, then we cannot say this as a LC function. For checking LC function, we must check first the function is PR or not. For before checking PR, it must be Hurwitz. So then on we will be checking all three conditions. So these are the condition of LC. Now taking the function once again, if fs is of k naught by s after partial fraction, k2 by s square by omega 2 square, k4 as s square plus omega 4 square, if this is your function, plus k infinity of s, this is your function. Then if I need to draw this, if fs is your z dash, if this is your z dash function, then this is must, all the term must be impedance. When all the term impedance, then what does it represent? It will represent a capacitor of magnitude, because 1 by SC, and what is C? C is 1 by K naught. So it must represent a capacitor, and all are added in, it will be added in series. So it will be a 1 by K naught, and this is also a impedance. Now let me take k2 by s square by omega 2 square. Now if I divide by k2s, then it will be s by k2 plus omega 2 square by k2. Now if total is impedance function, then 1 by this must be y2, and this must be added, this must be y1 plus y2, means this is what it is representing. It is representing your admittance, then this is your capacitor part, and it will be your inductor part. Then only we can say k2s, because k2s, then only it will be your admittance, because impedance of capacitor, if you see the impedance, it is 1 by SC, and if admittance will be as C. And if I take the impedance of inductor, it will be SL and it will be 1 by admittance. This is your admittance Y1 and this will be your Y2. Now if you compare with this one, then 1 by K2 is, and these two are in parallel, then only admittance are added in parallel. This is a parallel addition, so I am making the first addition of this one, and these all must be connected in series because this is your series combination plus all the. Now what will be your capacitance value? Now from here we came to know what will be our capacitance value. It will be 1 by K2. From here it is clear. If you compare this one with the 1 by K2 will give your impedance value, and what will be inductance if you compare this 1 by SL with this one, then L is nothing but K2 by omega 2 square. Now this will be of this kind only, so this is also, and what will be the value? This is 1 by K4 and this is going to be K4 by omega 4 square, and this must be terminated by a, this is your impedance, this is SLL, so this must be terminated by your inductance, and this is your ZS. This is your ZS. Now this function, if suppose this function is your YS of function, now let me take this. Now this function is your YS, then how you will take? Now this function is your ZS, it is not ZS, it is your YS. Then this is all are the parallel combination of Y1. This Fs will be Y1, Y2 and Y3. It means it is added in the parallel. Now if you see the capacitance or inductance, if you see the impedance is 1 by SC and admittance is SC, and if you take the inductor it is SL and 1 by SL. Now if you see Y1 is K0 by S, means it is resembling this one, means what will be if you compare 1 by SL with K0 by S, then what you are going to get? K0 nothing but 1 by L, or L is equal to 1 by K0. So if I plot this one, then first term will be 1 by K0 and all are in parallel combination, all Y1, this is your Y1, Y2 and Y3. Now let me study this, taking this as a Y2. Now if I take Y2 is equal to K2 S by S square plus omega square. Now if I divide it 1 by Y2, it will become Z2. Now it will be S by K2 plus omega 2 square by K2S. Now this will be your impedance added in parallel series, because in series the impedance is added. Now if I add it and compare it with the this one, then the inductor value, first inductor and capacitor are added in series, this is series and this is your parallel combination. Now if I compare with this one 1 by SC or SL, then inductor value is going to give me 1 by K2, and what will be capacitance? This is 1 by S omega 2 square by K2. Now similarly omega 2 square by K2, because if I compare with the capacitance 1 by SC, this will be your C, and it will, the remaining will be 1 by K4 and omega 4 by K4, and last it will be terminated by C. This is your admittance and it must be capacitance, not inductance, because admittance. So this is your Y of S, that function. So these two, the first one, let me give this first two representation. The first, this and this representation was found by Mr. Foster. So this is called Foster 1 form and this is called Foster 2 form. So this is all about the Foster 1 and faster to circuit.